Hello, hello, and welcome to Odds on Ligue 1. It's match day 16. We have 8 matches this round of fixture because PSG and Monaco have already played their part on this match day 16. Remember, 4-2 away win for PSG. They brought that game forward because this Sunday they will play again, but this time in Doha, in Qatar, for the French Super Cup. To discuss everything about Ligue 1 and also about that Super Cup, we have Alain Valnegri. As always, how are you, Alain? A great pleasure to see you again.
Leo, how are you? And happy New Year to everybody, and a lot of luck to our prediction for this French football show.
Absolutely, which see has PSG at the very, very top of Ligue 1, 10 points difference with the ones in second and third place. Alain, before we move on to the match day 16, just quickly, this French Super Cup, PSG and Monaco, as I said before, they met 2 weeks ago, was 4-2 for PSG. Do you see a similar outcome? PSG lifting the trophy in Doha?
But we must to value different things. I think the first thing is the physical condition of Monaco, because in my opinion, at the end of the year, Monaco was really tired. We saw a team made a brilliant first part of the season. They won against the biggest club in Europe, like Football Club Barcelona, in the best moment of Barcelona season. And after December was a little more difficult for Monaco, and there are some players injured, and that one made the difference in the game before Christmas, where Monaco had the opportunity to cut some points against Paris Saint-Germain, but Paris won, and they deserved to win. And for that game, I think Paris Saint-Germain will be win. The odds are interesting, 1.65 to PSG winning the Super Cup.
So I will go as well that way on PSG. Guys, you know the deal. Stay with us, press the like, subscribe, and now let's go on with the show. All right, Alain, the first match to analyze is Nice-Rennes. I guess inconsistency is the key for Nice this season. 1 win in the last 6 matches in all competitions with 3 defeats. Their last Ligue 1 game on match day 15 last month was a 2-2 against bottom of the table Montpellier. Before Christmas, they almost went out of the French Cup against an amateur side. However, they're 6th in the table, 24 points is not bad, 3 points away from Champions League qualifications playoff. Rennes only 1 win less than Nice, but 5 more defeats. Like, there are no grace for them. Not too many draws for Rennes. Anyway, 2 wins in the last 3 games for them. How do you see this one?
Dangerous, because we know Stade Rennais, when they played away, is a really bad team since 3 seasons, and this season nothing changed. Only 1 point in 7 games away for Stade Rennes. Yeah. Rennes have a squad with an amazing talent. It's not a team built to fight against relegation. His team is a team built to have European ambition. And in the last 2 years, I think the project suffered a lot. Now, my question is, Sampaoli is the right manager? I have a lot of doubt, but maybe Sampaoli can have that motivation skills and aggressivity skills can be transmitted to the team, because the technical is a wonderful, a brilliant team, Rennes. The game of Rennes are really funny. And now in Nice have a lot of injured player. Nice play a strange beginning of the season, because we saw brilliant results, and we saw really poor game, and the poorest game are in the last months in December, because they have a lot of injured player, and Franck does have a team with 22 top player. For that game, because Rennes suffer a lot when they played away, I choose both teams to score. I think Rennes is able to score in Nice, odds 1.75.
Also, Jay in the comment section going for the same, Alain, for both teams to score. Genepi saying that Seko Fofana has just signed for Rennes, might be a big deal. Shadrach, this and under 3.5 game, well, but under 3.5 is paying 1.3, quite little. Then Sunny saying hello, happy New Year. So happy New Year for all of you guys. So that was the first one, the Nice Rennes. We move then to Saint-Etienne against Reims. Saint-Etienne, Alain, involved in the relegation battle. They can't score, just 12 goals this season. They can't defend neither. Only Montpellier have conceded more than Saint-Etienne's 34 goals this season. 4 consecutive defeats for them. The last win, anyway, was a crucial one for them because it was actually against Montpellier. All the 4 wins this season for Saint-Etienne have all come at home. Reims is 10th with 20 points, but 1 win in the last 5. Away from home, they are at top 7 in Ligue 1 this season. Does 𝐋𝐞𝐿 odds look good on for you against Saint-Etienne?
Is normally Reims against the team are fighting against relegation that won every game. Now Saint-Etienne, playing in Saint-Etienne is always difficult, and Saint-Etienne made more than 80% of his point this season at home, and there is a balanced team at home. 7 goals scored, 7 goal received at home, 12 points is a good balance, is a good average of point. When they played away, they received 27 goals in 8 games.
Too much.
And that one is difficult to don't be involved in the relegation fighting when you have that type of statistic when they played away. Now, they played at home against a team really difficult to predict. Because Reims, we saw Reims catch point against the biggest team, but we saw Reims too lose point against the worst team in this Ligue 1. In spite of that, I think Saint-Etienne changed the manager. We have a lot of pressure in Saint-Etienne, and maybe it's a bad moment for Saint-Etienne. Playing now is a good moment for Reims, who arrive without a pressure, and the odds for Reims are so interesting. I choose Reims winning, odds 2.10.
Yes, me too. I like those odds for Reims. Jay is going 1x, but I agree with Alain being an 𝐋𝐞𝐿 in this one. Next, we move Alain to Lille Nantes. Lille, clear favorites here, 27 points for them, 3 away from the second spot, 17 games, unbeaten run for them. You have to scroll down to September to see them leaving a match empty-handed. For sure, if they had traded 1 or 2 draws for wins, Alain, they would have been sitting even higher in Ligue 1. 6 draws for them so far, which is quite a lot anyway. The last one against Olympique Marseille. For Nantes, just 1 win away all season, and that was Matchday 2, long time ago. Certainly, Lille win here, Alain?
Normally, yes, because Nantes is always in a trouble. Every year, every season, since 3 years, Nantes in January is in a trouble. And this season, they start really well in August, a part of September, and after that, the team be back with the same problem, in the relationship with the goal score, because the goal scorers are really poor, and respect to the past, they lose that defensive powder, and that one, when you have that type of difficulties, is hard to imagine not catch point in Lille, because Lille are making a brilliant season, because it's not a top team in Ligue 1, but in Ligue 1 they don't lose since the middle of September. In Champions, is 8th now.
Amazing.
Is directly qualify for the 18th of final. There can ask to a better beginning of the season in Lille. Now there must to follow. I choose Lille winning because when we analyze the both team and the average of point, the everything, I think the odds 1.69 is very interesting, and I choose Lille winning odds 1.69. Yeah.
Perfect. Then Andritios, good morning, guys. He's saying Happy New Year and profitable New Year. He's wishing, and 𝗀𝗲𝗿𝗀 from Ukraine. 𝗀𝗵𝐿 𝐿𝐿 favorite to succeed to the next Nantes manager. Shadrach home and over 1.5 goals in this one. The next, Alain, we got this Olympique de Lyon against Montpellier. Montpellier, or we could say 5th against bottom of the table in this encounter against PSG on Matchday 15 was the first defeat in the last 10 for Lyon, and they were on 5 consecutive wins actually before that match against PSG. To look maybe, Alain, for a negative sign on them, I would say that they are the team that have conceded the most in the top 7, at least in the top 7 of the table. And then Montpellier, I believe, nothing new to say, as they seem to get worse by each week. Not enough to be bottom of the table in Ligue 1. They lost 4-0. Could be it's against a 4th-tier team in the French Cup before Christmas. So where do you find value in this one, being Lyon such a favorite in here?
Yeah, yes, Lyon is really favorite. Lyon sing 𝐻𝐭𝐿𝐴 𝐸. They lose Orban, but they sing 𝐻𝐭𝐿𝐴 𝐸. They win with the change. 𝗀𝐿 go back to Botafogo too. Lyon must to sold some player, because if they don't sold some player, there will be a Ligue 2 team the next season. And now Montpellier don't catch a draw away from the beginning of the season, only defeat. And when that bad statistic will be break is the question. In Lyon, I don't see Montpellier catch point in Lyon, but in football we know everything is possible. But Lyon before the break, they're losing Paris, yes, but before that we saw a very good version of Lyon in Europa League, in Ligue 1 with a really high average of goal score. Is one of the most funny team to see, Lyon, because it's really electrical football, really direct, a lot of offensive powder, a lot of player who dominate the 1-versus-1, and Montpellier will be super a lot in this game. We know that Montpellier is able to score a goal, but in my opinion, Lyon will be start really strong the game when they're played at home. And I choose 1.25 goals in the first half, odds 1.71, because I think Lyon will at least 1 goal in the first half.
Yeah, and people are seeing goals here as well. Alain, Jay saying over 2.5 goals. Same there for Shadrach. Actually, I mean, if you go, guys, only for goals over 2.5 is on 1.4. Maybe that one combined with Lyon to win takes the odds closer to 2. Asian handicap as well, minus 1.5 is on almost 2 on average on Oddspedia. Alain, we move now to the next one, which is Angers against Brest. Brest having the season of their lives in Europe, 7th in the Champions League stage, in the last 16 at the moment, and without needing a playoff, which they will get as a minimum anyway. The worst that could happen to them in the last 2 games in Champions League is they're going to get a playoff spot. 4 wins in the last 5 in all competitions. And now that the Champions League campaign is certain to continue, maybe they can focus a bit more on the Ligue 1. They are 11th with 19 points. Angers is out of the relegation playoff, but only on goal difference. They are the worst team at home. 1 win in 7 matches and 18 goals conceded in that condition. The X2 odds are good, Alain. But Brest at the same time only won once this season away. Which route will you take in this one?
Yes, I think it is the key about the value of the odds, because only 3 points away in Ligue 1. Brest is the team of paradox, because we start to be worried with Brest in Champions. With everybody said no, the team don't have the level to play in Champions. Wow, the results are amazing. And in Ligue 1, everybody was worst about the Ligue 1, but we saw Brest manage really well the time in Ligue 1. And I don't think Brest will be fight against the relegation. It was a little the risk about at the beginning of the season. Now that there must to improve away. Is a very good moment, and is a very good opportunity right now, because Angers is the worst local team in Ligue 1. Only 4 points when they played away, and the worst game of Angers was at home. When they played away, it's a team totally different. Catch point in Marseille, in Monaco, in a very good field, a very difficult field. Now Brest will be really motivated. I think the break was necessary in Brest, and I think Sunday we will see the best version of Brest. For that reason, I choose Brest winning odds 2.48, or in alternative we can try 2𝐿𝐴 because is interesting to the odds.
Good. So, and people going that way as well, Alain. Dayan X2, it's okay. 𝗀𝗵𝗿, Brest to win, good odds. Shadrach, Brest is better off in the Champions League than Ligue 1. Jay agreeing with you, Alain. So yes, everyone pointing X2. We now move to Lens against Toulouse. They are separated by just 3 points. Lens in 7 and Toulouse in the 9th position. So I don't know if you are a bit surprised to see the odds on Toulouse to double those of Lens. Lens only lost on penalties against PSG in the Cup before Christmas. In Ligue 1 is 3 wins in the last 5 for them. And Matchday 15, they drew with Auxerre, who is sitting on same points as Toulouse. So I don't know if you would consider maybe a draw as well as an option here. Toulouse on a good form, 5 wins and 2 defeats in the last 7. Much better than during the first half of the season, Alain, because in the first 8 match days, they only won once. What's your take in this one?
Toulouse, when they played away in the most difficult field this season, they don't win, except in Rennes, but Rennes was in a crisis when Toulouse played in Rennes. In Monaco, in Paris, in Lille. We saw a team, maybe the team missed personality in some field. And Bollard in Lens is one of the most difficult field where when you can play in Ligue 1. The season of Lens, I don't know how we can value the season of Lens, because I waited probably something more when they played away, but at home, sorry, but away, I think Lens are doing the job. They are in European spot. They can fight with Lyon, with Lille, with Nice for Europa League or conference. And it is the ambition. They respect the ambition and the program. Now Toulouse starts bad, have an improvement, but Toulouse, in my opinion, still with something less than Lens. Lens must to won against at home, and I choose Lens winning. Also interesting, 1.98 for the Saint-Etienne.
And also Shadrach pointed that way, but also on Lens wins and over 1.5 goals. But yes, again, people like it the same than with the previous game with Angers against Brest, that X2 was the one to go for almost everyone. Same happening here with the Lens and Toulouse, and the X1 the option. The one before the last, Alain, is Strasbourg against Auxerre. I would like to hear you on this one because I'm surprised to see Auxerre with odds of 4.2 for a win here. Fair enough, they got ejected from French Cup against 𝗀𝗻𝗄𝐻, who is fighting for promotion to Ligue 1. There are 4 matches, but there are 4 matches in all competitions without a win. But prior to that, Auxerre, there was 4 wins in 5 for them. They have 6 wins in total this season, only 1 of them away from home. But Strasbourg lost 4 of the last 6 in Ligue 1, although 3 of those 4 defeats have been away from home. They are flirting with relegation, 4 points above Saint-Etienne. Will you trust them as the bookies are trusting Strasbourg against Auxerre, Alain?
In my opinion, yes, because Auxerre is the biggest surprise in Ligue 1 this season. But until end of November, because in December they don't win any game. In Coupe de France, they lose against 𝗀𝗻𝗄𝐻. 𝗀𝗻𝗄𝗻 is doing a really good season because you said that they're third in Ligue 2 and they're fighting to go to Ligue 1. But I don't know what is the mental state about the team. But I am really confident about 𝗀𝗀𝗄𝐿 to save the category. But I mean, he's a magician. He's the most undervalued manager in Ligue 1. In every club, he go up to he respect the objective every season. And this season we saw one of the best version of 𝗀𝗀𝗄𝐿 in Ligue 1 with a team with not a lot of talent, but he built a collective, and they're known the model of play, and they have the skills to defend the results. And that one, when you're fighting against relegation, is really important to have that, and 𝗀𝗀𝗄𝐿 give that to the team. Now, Strasbourg is an electrical team. Is a team with a lot of talent, really young. This game can finish 3-0 for Strasbourg, or Auxerre win 1-0, because it's really unpredictable Strasbourg this season. Now, Strasbourg is favorite because they're played at home. They don't finish really well the year with that defeat against Monaco at home, but against Reims we saw an improvement in the content. And in my opinion, Strasbourg will win this game, because I saw Auxerre bad in the last 2 games and in Coupe de France, and I choose Strasbourg winning, odds 1.92.
On the comments, Diane as well, back in Strasbourg, and goals over 1.5. 𝗀𝗻𝗄𝗻𝗄𝐿 is like in both teams to score, and over 2.5. Shadrach, he says he will handicap Auxerre. Jay, under 2.5 goal. Under 2.5 goal just on its own is 2.23 on average on Oddspedia's website. And the last one, Alain, we have to analyze on this match day 16 in Ligue 1. Olympique Marseille against Le Havre. Roberto De Zerbi's team should finish this round of fixtures 7 points behind PSG. They are 10 behind them now, but nothing short of a win. And I say, Alain, with some margin, win could be seen as a failure for Marseille in this round of fixture. They lost it after losing the derby with PSG. They won 4 and drew 1 of the following 6 matches in Ligue 1. They demolished Saint-Etienne away in the French Cup before the break. For Le Havre, 11 defeats this season, no draws for them, and I can't see them rescuing a point or anything against Olympique Marseille. Do you see it similarly, Alain?
Yes, I think Marseille is really favorite. Le Havre have 6 points away, but I think that 6 points are lying, because they're won in Nantes and in Saint-Etienne in game where they can lose it 3 or 4-0, but they are really lucky. Le Havre give me really bad feeling against the fighting of relegation. I think is one of the worst team, clearly, with Montpellier right now in Ligue 1, and the table reflect the level of Le Havre. Now Marseille at home this season suffer a lot. There is the limit. Is the limit of the team of the 𝗀𝗲𝗿𝗀. Only 9 points in 7 games. You must to remember to go back maybe 10 years ago when Marseille, when Michel was the manager in Marseille, and then had that average of point when they played at home. But when they played away, after is the best team in Ligue 1. He's a dynamic team. He's a team of transition. He's a team of the 𝗀𝗲𝗿. He's a team of the 𝗀𝗲𝗿, and I think Le Havre will be suffer a lot the mobility, because Le Havre have problem to play against that type of team, especially for the change of the position of the player. Le Havre suffer that, and his manager don't found a solution. And for that reason, I think we will be so goals in Marseille, and I choose over 2.75 goals, odds 1.88.
𝗀𝗍𝗿 Marseille is bad at home, as you are saying, Alain, but it's a good opponent to start winning again. Shadrach Marseille to win both half. Actually, Olympique Marseille to win at halftime and to win at full time is 191. Dayan Marseille, Olympique Marseille is a handicap -1. That is 1.47. Minus 1.5 is close to 2. But ESR1, of course, backing here Olympique Marseille. Guys, that's everything you need to know on this match day 16 in Ligue 1. Thanks to Alain. Remember that you can participate in our monthly tipster competition. For January, win cash prizes. You can also challenge your friends, working colleagues, or family members in our rival contest. Before we go, Alain, what's your safe bet and ACCA, please?
OM Le Havre over 175 goals, odds 1.25, and ACCA Lille winning, Strasbourg winning, Marseille winning for a total 4.07.
Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can start this Ligue 1, this new year 2025 as well with that ACCA in the bag. Alain, thanks a lot. As always, it was a pleasure to be with you. And you guys, thanks for watching, and do not forget to subscribe. And if you don't have it yet, do it and leave your comments, your tips, your ACCAs, everything in this video. Many thanks, and see you next time. Bye bye.